Welcome to the Energy Show, and this is the show where we cut edge technologies to sustainable solutions. And do join me on this episode. And of course, I am your very anticipated host, Tiana. And today I'll talk about a very crucial topic that affects us all: the barriers to renewable energy adoption in Nigeria. As we all know, Nigeria is a country with immense potential for renewable energy, particularly solar and wind power. However, despite the benefits of renewable energy, its adoption in Nigeria has been so slow. Let's explore some of the key barriers that are hindering the growth of renewable energy in Nigeria. Now, the first barrier we have is the high upfront cost. Now, some of the significant barriers to renewable energy adoption in Nigeria is the high upfront cost associated with installing renewable energy systems. While the cost of renewable energy technologies has decreased over the years, it still remains out of reach for many Nigerians, particularly those in low-income households. And the second barrier that seems so is the lack of awareness and education. Another barrier is the lack of awareness and education about the benefits of renewable energy. Many Nigerians are not aware of the potential of renewable energy to improve their lives and livelihood. This lack of awareness can make it challenging to drive demand for renewable energy solutions. Now, the third barrier is inadequate infrastructure. Nigeria's infrastructure, particularly in the energy sector, is inadequate to support the widespread adoption of renewable energy. Now, take for example, the grid infrastructure is weak, and there is a lack of transmission lines and distribution network to support the integration of renewable energy into the grid. Should we talk about the fourth barrier? That's policy and regulatory frameworks. Now, the policy and regulatory frameworks governing the energy sector in Nigeria are often inadequate and unclear, which can help create uncertainty for investors and developers. This can, of course, make it very challenging to attract investment in renewable energy projects. We also have financing and funding as a fifth barrier. Now, access to finance and funding is a significant challenge for renewable energy projects in Nigeria. Many developers and investors face difficulties in securing funding for renewable energy projects, particularly from local banks and financial institutions. Now, in conclusion, while there are significant barriers to renewable energy adoption in Nigeria, there are also opportunities for growth and innovation. Now, by addressing these barriers, we can unlock the potential of renewable energy in Nigeria and create a more sustainable, energy secure future for all Nigerians. Let's explore some possible solutions to this barrier. We have the government incentives. Now, providing incentives such as tax or subsidies to encourage the adoption of renewable energy. Public awareness. Campaigns, launching public awareness, and also campaigns to educate Nigerians about the benefits of renewable energy. Infrastructure development. Now, investing in infrastructure such as the grid modernization and transmission lines to support the integration of renewable energy. Policy and regulatory reforms. Strengthening the policy and regulatory framework to support the development of renewable energy. Access to finance. Providing access to financing and funding for renewable energy projects, particularly for small-scale developers and entrepreneurs. It's a wrap on today's show. So if you enjoyed this episode, kindly subscribe, share, and follow us across all the social media platforms at the TLIG Africa. Do you have questions or stories about clean energy in Africa? Reach out. We'd love to hear from you. And also, if you have a product or service that relates to energy that you'd love to promote, do reach out to us. You're best at what we do, and we'd love to partner with you. And that will be all on our episode today. I'll see you on my next one, guys. Bye.